Are you a person led by the Spirit of God? Let's see what John 14:16 says. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. This always gives me joy when I read this, because Jesus has given us a comforter, but not just a comforter, a friend that sticks closer than a brother, somebody who is very understanding, who understands all the different languages, understands how you feel, your thoughts, and is always willing to help you. I always have this joy when I remember the person of the Holy Spirit, because, for all those people that when you're writing exams and you're looking for someone to tell you the answer, the Holy Spirit is one person that can tell you the answer. Is someone that can tell you anything you want to know, whenever you want to know it. I remember the story of a mom that says that when her children go out and maybe go to places they're not supposed to go to, and they come back and she asks, "Where did you go?" She might be like, "Mom, this and that and that." They'll try to lie, or probably lie. After a while, she will call them back and say, "I know where you went to." She will tell them where they went to, the dress they wore, what they did, and they'll be like, "Mom, how did you know?" And she'll be like, "The Holy Spirit told me." It's amazing the kind of things the Holy Spirit reveals to us, but we have to be very keen to listen and have this close communion and relationship with Him. And this has helped me a lot in my Christian walk. Many people strive to do things right, strive to make impact, strive to stop bad habits, but they don't have the Holy Spirit. If you don't strive to have the Holy Spirit, you can ask, "Holy Spirit, I want you," or go to a good Bible-based church and they'll pray for you to receive the gift of the Holy Spirit by speaking in tongues. But if you have the Holy Spirit, He wants to be in communication with you. And you might feel like, "Oh, the Holy Spirit doesn't have time to talk to me." No, He longs to. He wants to. And another striking thing for me is that even though you have the Holy Spirit, He can lead you to places you don't want to be. But because it's the time or the season for those things to happen in your life. The Bible said that Jesus was led into the wilderness to be tempted. He knew He was going to be tempted, but He was led into the wilderness. That was because that was the season He was in. And we on earth, and that's after 2,000 years ago, we would require the strength and courage Jesus exhibited in the wilderness to be able to stand firm in the world today. So you might be in a situation that you're thinking, "Oh God, I prayed and you told me this is direction." That's because He wants you to grow in that place. He wants you to develop the strength and courage you need for something higher, or even to help somebody else. But just know that once the Holy Spirit is there, He will lead you in the right direction. And just one story happened when I was in my secondary school. Then I had just received baptism of the Holy Spirit, and I was very enthusiastic and all. And we were in school one time. I even learned how you can be communicating with the Holy Spirit when you're outside, with friends. You can just communicate in your mind. You feel like you're speaking with somebody. And we're in class one day, and suddenly people started screaming, "Oh, there's a snake, there's a snake, there's a snake, there's a snake." My goodness, they said the snake was in front of our class. The class, it didn't come in, but they were chasing the snake in front, and everyone in my class, we jumped up, we were on top of our lockers. Well, nobody wanted to be on the floor, so they wouldn't be the first, and everyone went to the back of the class, so the snake would get to them first. And right there in that moment, something just welled up in my spirit. I started feeling the speaking in tongues, in my spirit, just there in my spirit, and it just dropped in my spirit. This was very specific. I jumped down and ran out. I turned as if to say, "Who's saying this? I should run out where they're saying there's a snake outside." But just before me, the smallest girl in our class, the littlest girl, jumped down before everybody and ran out. And when she ran out, I was the second person that followed. So when I came out, I was like, "Holy Spirit, help me to listen to you." Because running out was the best thing than staying there for the thing to catch up with you would have been worse. So, but oftentimes you feel like, oh, you don't know what you're saying, but that thing he's telling you might seem like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? That's actually the real thing. So I encourage you, learn to listen to the Holy Spirit and just know that he knows what's best and he will direct you right.